Hi everyone, this is just a short recording going over some of the features that will go live with the Web of Science 5.19 release. I'll attach the slides I'm using here to this post as well, so you'll have this information to refer to for yourself. In the 5.19 release, some changes that we're making, not a huge release, but there's some important changes. One is the increased prominence of the author's identifier field on the full record, making some changes there that we hope people will like. We're going to change a little bit of how the Web of Science usage reporting system looks. We're not really changing what's counted or anything, but we're making some adjustments on the actual page that we hope will make people a little bit more aware of the importance of the AllDB search. Make some changes to the Web of Science usage reporting, the Web of Science registration process. Change really made to suppress a lot of kind of bot activity that we discovered. There will be a notification about the Chrome 45 not supporting the citation map or the structure and compound drawing tools. These tools will still be available and work in all other browsers. It's just Chrome 45. And just a reminder that the usage counts, the item level usage metrics, the usage counts on the records will go live with this release on 9/27. So on Sunday that will be going out. So the author identifier, presently the author identifier field is displayed below the address. It's a little bit hidden down there. So what we're doing is we're bringing it up to display just below the author field, hoping that more people, when they're looking at authors' names, will see this thing that says View Researcher ID and ORCID, and it will alert them that that is available to them. By default, it's collapsed. If someone clicks on that View Researcher ID and ORCID, it opens up the table, and that's the table you've always seen, and then the Researcher ID and the ORCID number will link out to the live to that profile. So again, not changing kind of what's there, changing the name slightly to View Researcher ID and ORCID, and then just making it more prominent on the field. If someone searches by Researcher ID or ORCID number, then when they go to that full record, the table will be open by default. It's just in the display is not the default is to have it being closed if they did not search in that way. Again, this is a big benefit to researchers. They spend a lot of time and effort and energy managing their profiles, removing and renaming the fields so that it makes it easier to find them and hopefully provide more value to the people using and maintaining these IDs. People have always thought they've seemed a little hidden when they're down below that address field. And our hope is that if more people see these IDs and recognize the benefits, that more people will become members of either the Researcher ID or ORCID community. Again, we don't care which one they join. We just want them to join one of these communities. And we also want them to maintain their IDs. That's a big problem where people go and they start their ID, but they don't ever go back and maintain it and add new data to it. So again, making them more prominent, reminding people that they exist, and reminding them to go back and maintain it. Okay, so the Web of Science usage reporting system, there's the people that are responsible for viewing the usage report at each site. They're going to notice a new page, making some changes to the design of the page. The biggest thing that we're doing is the all database report will now have its own little section, and there will be some explanatory text about how the all database report, kind of what it counts. Previously, the all database counting was just listed down with the single product report, so it seemed to have the same status as a Medline usage report or an FSTA usage report. So we're kind of raising its prominence on the page and providing some explanatory text to describe what is counted when someone does an all database search. We're reminding people that each all database search includes all your entitled Web of Science content. So just kind of reminding them that that's what's going on. Another thing is that there will be a video that describes what we count and kind of how these counts can be used to show the value of what happens when they do an all database search. So I'll link to the video as well. It's in the slide deck, and I'm see if I can get by there without showing it. But there is a video that will be linked from that page, and everybody will be able to see it. Again, that change, enhanced descriptions for both the all database page and the single product, since we're no longer the single product needed a little bit of explanatory text on it, and then a detailed when you're running the report, you'll see exactly what's included. So again, you're going to have that what's being included when that all database report is run. So just some changes to the display. Again, no changes to the counting or the reporting, just some clarifying text and very helpful video. Again, make the AllDB search more apparent. So one of the things that we wanted to do is make sure that people recognize the value. And by listing them down with a single database report area, they just were being missed, and people weren't even using those reports to assess the value of the Web of Science. Again, we haven't changed what we count, but we have moved all DB count to its own section and are providing some good explanatory text to describe what is being counted and the value of that count. And the video shows the changes on the page and provides an example of how one should interpret the all database usage. So again, just some changes to hopefully help with messaging around that. The registration now, it will no longer be possible to register without a live email address, because what happens is when you go through the registration process, we're going to be emailing out a verification message. So you have to enter, a person that signs in will have to use a valid email address, because we're going to deliver a registration code that they will need to enter in order to complete their registration. So when someone goes to register, they put in their email address, we email them a code that they will use. They then enter that code, here's the email, and they enter that code that's provided, and then they'll be able to complete the registration process. This means is that it won't be possible to register with fake email addresses. You'll need a real email address in order to register. So that verification won't go forward without that delivery of that code. Again, we hope this provides a little more security, and also just provide some bot protection, because it has to be a live existing email, and the person has to enter that code to complete their registration. Okay, again, the Chrome 45. Chrome 45 is out there, and right now people may notice that when they're using Chrome 45, it does not support structure drawing or citation map. And so this has been a problem for a while. We're now going to introduce a message there instead of just kind of an error message, but a message that Chrome does not support that utility. This isn't a change that we're making. This is a change that Chrome has made, where they don't support certain Java encoding for security reasons. It's not a big deal. It's just this plugin that we happen to be using for these two particular tools. Structure drawing, citation map will continue to work in Firefox and Internet Explorer. So they continue to support this Java tool, and they'll continue to work in those environments. And it is just Chrome 45. Earlier versions of Chrome, if someone hasn't updated, they won't. They will still support the structure drawing tool for searching and the citation map. Okay, so that's in the help file as well. So there'll be some system requirements notes available, and some links to some knowledge base articles on the fact that Chrome doesn't support those two features, citation map and structure draw. Okay. Every update, we also add in and update all the organization enhanced names. So now there's 5,697 organization enhanced names, 238 new organizations, and 22 name changes. And again, the link here on the slide will take you out to the place on the hub where you're going to see what names have changed and what the new organizations are. And usage counts. Again, this is going live in product on the Sunday. It's an entitlement, so it's not really just a release. It's already built, and we've been talking about it and showing it to people for several weeks now. But it is actually something that is going to be live in product for everyone. So follow up, know what's being counted, know how to explain it to people, know where the video is. It's all on the GSS website. Also, it's on our walk-info pages for all our training materials. You're going to find the video. You're going to find that explanation. So again, this is going live this weekend. The what we count, the why we count, that's all been out there for a while. And so, this slide deck reminds you of that. The video reminds everybody of that. So it's, again, getting the story straight around what we're counting and why we're counting. That's very, very important. So again, let's just go in here, and I'm going to see if I can't go live into the QA version of the product and show a little bit about kind of where we are going to see some of these changes. Of course, I have to start a new session. I think the only thing I'm going to be able to show you, I don't have the usage count, I don't have the Web of Science usage reporting tool available to me here. But if I am doing a search, let me just go to Web of Science Core, because I know the name I want to search for here. And just show you what's going to happen with that author identifier field. Oops, no, I want to search by author. There we go. So this person has an author identifier. When I search on his name, I'm going to find his records. If those records have been added to his profile, then what he should see, let's look for something that is older that I think he's maintained. Let's see here. There we go. So when I search, now what I'm going to see is this view researcher ID in ORCID right there below the author field. So people, looking at their records, they look for their name, they look at that author field, and they're hopefully going to see that view researcher ID in ORCID link and then be able to link out directly to that information. So I think that's the only thing I'm able to show you in the QA version right now. The usage count, again, where to go? There it is, usage count on the record. You can sort and refine by that. It's going to be live this weekend, so just prepare yourselves and prepare our customers. So thank you very much, and I hope this will help you understand what this release is going to